deep throat sampling method being tested in 7 hospitals. Tsunami warnings issued as third strong earthquake strikes off New Zealand. Hello and good afternoon. I'm Mohana Priya. Welcome to Updates at Noon. The Health Ministry, MOH, has identified 7 hospitals to conduct field assessments on the deep throat saliva sampling method for the COVID-19 screening tests. Health Director General Tan Sri Dr. Nur Hisham Abdullah said currently the MOH is still using the nasopharyngeal or nose and oropharyngeal or throat swab methods to detect COVID-19 cases.
Jadi sekarang ini ialah tahap penilaian dan kita harapkan kita akan dapat laporan yang lengkap sebelum kita boleh ketengahkan iaitu kaedah pensampelan deep throat saliva ataupun menggunakan air liur untuk menjalankan saringan ujian RTK antigen ataupun RT-PCR. Jadi kita harapkan dengan ujian ini akan memberikan ketepatan dan kejituan dalam pengesanan kes-kes positif COVID-19.
Elaborating further, he said the 7 hospitals were the Kuala Lumpur Hospital, Sultanah Bahia Hospital, Alostar Kedah, Sultanah Nur Zahira Hospital, Kuala Terengganu, Sungai Buloh Hospital, Selangor, Melaka Hospital, Tuanku Jaafar Hospital, Seremban, Negeri Sembilan, and Sultanah Aminah Hospital, Johor Bahru, Johor. The National Security Council, MKN, is currently discussing if travel between green zones in different states should be permitted. Senior Minister for Security, Dato' Sri Ismail Sabri Yaakob, said the MKN needed to consider several factors, such as whether the travellers will be passing through a yellow or red zone en route to their destination, and how should monitoring of such travellers be conducted.
Perkara itu sudah pun di dalam perbincangan, ya, cuma saya belum umumkan lagi. Negeri hijau dengan negeri hijau pun, sebagai contoh, Pahang dengan Terengganu, dua-dua PKPP. Jadi mungkin boleh ada rentas antara hijau dengan hijau. Tetapi katakan daripada Putrajaya ni hijau, PKPP, Melaka PKPP, Negeri Sembilan PKPB. Jadi rentas ni, bagaimana nak rentas daripada Putrajaya nak pergi ke Melaka? Ada orang kata boleh pergi dengan syarat jangan berhenti di Negeri Sembilan. Tapi bagaimana dari segi pemantauan?
Until it can be determined how to ensure that travellers really come from green zones and are heading for another green zone, the senior minister said the matter will still remain on the discussion level. Good news for small traders in Kuala Lumpur as the Federal Territories Ministry has agreed to extend the period for free renewal of business licenses and premises rental discounts, including the People's Housing Project PPR, under its purview until 31st July. Its Minister Tan Sri Anwar Musa said that the decision was made after taking into account the current situation of members of the public as they had to spend in preparation for schools reopening.
Saya telah membuat keputusan untuk memanjangkan tempoh lesen percuma sewa-sewa premis-premis PBT di bawah Kementerian Wilayah terus diberikan percuma sehingga 31 hari bulan Julai. Ya. Ini kerana kita mengambil kira bulan 3, bulan 4 persiapan menyambut Ramadan, persiapan Hari Raya, dan sekarang ini pula sekolah baru dibuka. Jadi semuanya ini adalah tanggungan kos kepada rakyat.
Tan Sri Anwar said the move would benefit more than 40,000 tenants, including nearly 10,000 traders and hawkers, as well as 5,000 traders who are participating in the Free Trade Area program. He added that traders are advised to comply with the SOP set by the National Security Council, MKN, and help avoid any congestion among their customers. Meanwhile, Tan Sri Anwar said that the ministry would also submit an application to the National Security Council (MKN) to consider reopening of the Ramadan bazaars. However, the minister said the decision will be made by the MKN depending on current public and hawker discipline and compliance with standard operating procedures (SOPs).
Menjelang puasa, kita akan membuat permohonan kepada Majlis Keselamatan Negara untuk mempertimbangkan pembukaan Bazar Aidilfitri dan juga Bazar Ramadan. Tetapi keputusan kita sama ada ianya boleh diteruskan atau tidak sangat bergantung kepada rekod sejauh mana berdisiplinnya penjaja-penjaja dalam mematuhi SOP pada masa ini.
Tan Sri Anwar said thus far they had received more than 2,000 applications from traders who wanted to participate in Ramadan bazaars around the federal territories. Last year, the bazaar Ramadan operations in the country were ceased following the implementation of the Movement Control Order. Kuala Lumpur International Airport, KLIA, is looking to upgrade its offerings by providing private health safety screening services for passengers to enjoy faster clearance upon arrival at the airport. Malaysia Airports Holdings Berhad MEHB Chairman Datuk Sri Zamri Abdul Kadir said the move was expected to enhance passenger experience as they could undergo the test and wait for their results in comfortable surroundings. In a statement, he said additional safety measures can result in long queues and waiting times, as this would have a detrimental effect on passenger experience. He said Malaysia Airports would be engaging with partners to provide the screening services and had obtained the necessary approval from the relevant authorities for this. Datuk Sri Dr. Zamri said all the screening procedures would be guided by the Ministry of Health to ensure that safety would remain paramount. On the International Air Transport Association Travel Pass introduced by the IATA, he said it would manage and verify testing of vaccine information between governments, airlines, laboratories and travellers. He added that cooperation between countries, such as a globally recognized standard of health reporting, will also have a positive impact on the recovery of the aviation industry. Johor Darul Ta'zim JDT coach Benjamin Mora says the reigning champions are competing against themselves in the quest for more glory. The 41-year-old Mexican said JDT should always strive to be better than before, despite its successful string of achievements over the past decade. Ahead of the clash against Kedah Darul Aman FC in the Charity Shield match tonight, Mora said opposing coach Aidil Shahrin Saha had a quality lineup of players, but that his own team's mission was to defend the title as well as to collect all 3 points from the game.
Of course, they have a power up front, and they have a good 2 lines of 4 that they shift very well. They become compact and they become aggressive when they want to. But we also are very hungry, so we need to win the 3 points. We need to win the cup.
Meanwhile, KDA FC also aim to start their 2021 Super League campaign in style, as Aidil Shahrin's squad are eyeing the opportunities to overcome JDT. Aidil Shahrin said a positive result in the very first match of the campaign would add value in the team's quest to maintain a great run throughout the season. He added that his team will also need to reassess their options after their mainstay in defence, Arif Farhan, is ruled out with an injury.
Yeah, it's obviously that, Arif is definitely out. Yeah, we are not going to race him because he's got head injuries. Yeah, and definitely there's a new boy they're going to replace him. Yeah, but we still have confidence. We have a new boy to play, and we are not going to race him because we got 5 games in 15 days, right? So hopefully we'll recover for next 2 or 3 games.
The match at the Sultan Ibrahim Stadium will see the two teams clash for the 4th time for the Charity Shield, with 2 wins in the 2018 and 2020 editions going to JDT, while KDA FC beat JDT in a penalty shootout in 2017. Despite disruption by the COVID-19 pandemic, UiTM FC are confident in their preparations to start the 2021 Super League against Terengganu FC at the UiTM Stadium, Shah Alam, this Saturday. The Lions assistant head coach, Wan Ismail, said the team have had pre-season friendlies in the form of the recent three-cornered Piala Bandaraya Shah Alam PBSA 2021 competition. He added that his players are also adequately prepared and are eagerly waiting for the opening of the league season.
Kita mempunyai satu sasaran. Kita yang penting kita bukan lagi dianggap pasukan bola tahan seperti dulu kala. Underdog. Jadi kita boleh dianggap sebagai kuda hitam. Play host of the tournament dan itu mencapai target yang cukup tinggi. Jadi kita target top 3 dan mungkin kalau kita ada rezeki kita boleh capai target kita untuk ke Piala AFC. Amin. Amin. Mudah-mudahan itu terlampau tinggilah, tapi jika kita dah masuk dalam satu pertandingan, kita mesti cuba sedaya upaya kita dan insya-Allah dengan daya usaha dengan kepakaran Jerman yang kita dapat dari coach Berita, kita dapat merealisasikan target itu.
He said the Lions were indeed grateful to their head coach, Frank Bernard, who had installed German football culture into the team, which could incorporate various qualities and culture for the football advancement. On the university team's lineup, Wan Mustafa said there were 5 import players in total, including new goalie Dominic Pichak from Croatia, Abu Bakar Almel from Lebanon, Nana Poku from Ghana, and Adam Michael Toole from the Philippines. Victor Nirendol from France is also maintained as captain from last season. With regard to local players, he said they have 8 who are also students of UiTM, as well as 4 alumni. And that's it for updates at noon today. In our top story, deep throat sampling method being tested in 7 hospitals. Tune in to News at 10 coming up at 10 p.m. on My Freeview's saluran Berita RTM channel 123. Or you can also stream the channel via YouTube or RTM MyClick's web portal and mobile app. Folks, some good news for movie buffs as major cinema outlets have finally been given the green light to reopen their doors starting today. And with that, we'd like to remind moviegoers to stay safe and observe the SOP set by MKN while watching movies on the big screens. I'm Mohana Priya. Have a great weekend.
Then great.